another beautiful day to be a Raider. Draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you know.
What is up, Raider Nation? In case you didn't know me, I am the Commish, coming to you live as I do every motherfucking night. Right here in Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Now, where is that, might you ask? Well, you're gonna need to go down the street. Stop and talk to Dave. He's on the corner. He's always holding a sign. It's always says something different. He wants food, he wants cigarettes, he wants beer, he wants weed. Just give him whatever he needs and he'll tell you where to go. He's gonna tell you to go down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. You need to go down that alley. Way down that alley. Deep down that son of a bitch. Clear down at the end. You know where it gets creepy. Where all the houses are boarded up. Where there's rats running about. It's a little place we like to call deep behind the enemy lines. Baby, this is motherfucking Raider Reaction. What's up, nation? How we doing on a Monday? You know how we do it every Monday on Raider Reaction. We drop back deep in the pocket and we let it fly league wide as we touch on all the hot league topics, silver and black or otherwise. Because to be a Raider fan, you must be an educated Raider fan. So you got to know about your enemies. You always got to keep your eye on your enemies. Because you always have them. Always. It doesn't matter. There will always be those that never want to see you succeed. And that's all right. That's all right. So, let's get into it, shall we? Because, as the opening says, it is another beautiful day to be a Raider. Now, we did add a couple bodies to the fold for our upcoming season as we put some ink to paper. You know, we had to replace the Queen, you know. I didn't do anything this weekend at all, Lions. You know, I just hung out, man. It was a real quiet weekend, you know. I didn't really do nothing this weekend. You know, I just hung out, a little family time. You know, it's Mother's Day. I hope you all enjoyed your Mother's Day. You know, I didn't really do much this weekend. It's kind of quiet weekend, you know. I just hung out. There really wasn't much going on, you know. No, just chilling. That's it. Oh, damn. I was stirring some shit with a big stick this weekend. That's what I was doing. Because, you know, if you're going to stir shit, you might as well do it with a big motherfucking stick. So, let's get into some Raider football. Because the rest of that shit's irrelevant. Johnny Townsend. We got rid of Marquette Queen, so we had to bring somebody in. Currently, the only punter that we have on roster is Mr. Johnny Townsend. We locked him up for 4 years. Now, we basically brought the whole fucking kicking team from the Gators. Just like, yeah, fucking bring your buddy too, bring your boy. So, because, you know, Jano's a bitch pigeon now. So we have to replace him. So you got Johnny Townsend locking down at punter. Now, did you ever hear of Marquette King before we lost Shane Leckler? Fuck no. And everybody lost their mind. Everybody lost their mind. Well, Jukebox, Big L will appreciate the fact that you missed him and that he is not here. That big, sexy piece of chocolate, he's not here with me. But Big L will be in studio on Wednesday as we are giving you a 2-hour edition of the Raider Nation Invasion on Wednesday. The first hour, Soul knows what's up. He's old school, baby. We was cracking tall boys before they even knew what was up, Soul. Now on Wednesday, the first hour, we're going to bring you in with a little double duty action here in Hardcore Challenge Live Studios to lead off your Raider Nation Wednesdays. And then I will be following in for the second half. As Captain will step out, I will slide in, Big L will stay with me, and Angria Trask will join us via phone again. As we get into round 2 of our GOAT bracket, the Raider Reaction Greatest Raider of All Time tournament. We are down to just 2 brackets left in the second round, as we have the East and the South bracket remaining. And these matchups are crazy. Our hosts have already been. Aw, damn. Hot Neil, you always got to call that little bastard in, damn it. Damn you. Damn you, Hot Neil. Now I got to fuck with Steve Juice all night. It's early, too. Damn you. But we've got a hell of a matchup. I will get into that later. I'll break that down because I want to make sure you guys show up because we got some crazy matchups in the second round of our Raider Reaction Greatest Raider of All Time tournament that we will be getting back into on Wednesday. And I've got a special guest that's supposed to be joining me tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for that as well. I will be advertising that in the morning as I confirm, and we will get that going tomorrow. As have a special interview for your Raider Nation report on your Tuesday night. My throat is one night of no Steve Juice. Just one night of you know, free of Steve Juice would be fabulous. Would be nice, but you know, it's all right. I can deal with his little bitch ass if he's got to run around in here. It ain't no thing. We can deal with the Steve-le if we must. So now, not only did we lock down our punter, Johnny Townsend, for 4 years, we also went out and locked down a couple other undrafted free agents. We locked down undrafted free agent safety Dallin Levitt and long snapper Drew Scott. Levitt and Scott signed with the club following our participation in the team's rookie camp. Levitt played 2 seasons at Utah State after transferring from BYU, appearing in a total of 45 games with 26 starts. He's 5'10", 205 pounds, had 211 tackles, 121 solo, 7 picks, 8 pass defenses, and 1.5 sacks over his career. Fair. He's a safety. I mean, until he gets into the big show, you never know what he's going to do. So, like I said, we are stockpiling at our weakest positions, and it's an all-out, man, whoever shows up and wins the damn position, you're going to get it. Now, Scott played 4 years at Kansas State. He saw action in 31 career games, serving as the team's primary long snapper. He was their primary snapper in the last 26 games of his collegiate career. He finished his career with 4 special teams tackles. The safety, I don't know, JD. The safety, man, it's probably a little bit of a reach for the safety, although he looks like, statistically looks solid, but, you know, it's hard to tell when you got these kids coming out. Some of these small school defensive backs can actually be pretty good when they get in. They just may have not, for some reason, you know, had the exposure or been recruited. Now, the long snapper, on the other hand, if you're a proficient long snapper, it's kind of like it's a little niche market that you get yourself. You know, not everybody can be a long snapper. It's an acquired skill, and not one everybody even gives a shit to try out at. So the long snapper, he could work in the mix, because you got to have some depth at that position. We already got rid of our veteran long snapper, so we need depth at that position. So why not bring a kid in? And, you know, exactly. I agree with Angry. It's kind of a job for life. Long snapper. I mean, it's not. I mean, how many kids in high school are like, you know, what position you want to play? Long snapper. Man, I've been practicing for long snapper since I was 5. Shit. I can snap that thing through a tire. I mean, come on. That's just not a sexy position. Ain't nobody trying out for that shit. You know, unless you're the big guy and, you know, it's the only athletic thing you can do. But, I mean, nobody's coming out of the gate like I want to be the fucking long snapper. So, yes, if we can bring a young kid in and try him out and he possibly wins the way on, long snapper is an important position. The long snapper is kind of like the holder. It's an important position as soon as somebody fucks up doing it. It's one of those positions that should just be automatic until somebody fucks up doing it. And then you're like, damn, really wish we had a good holder. Like the Dallas Cowboys, you know that season when, you know, they thought they'd just, you know, when their quarterback went down, then the backup was their holder, and it happened to be Tony Romo, and then they never switched in another holder for him, and then all that shit went to hell. Yeah. It's not an important position until, you know, your fucking long snapper goes to snap it, fucking snaps it over your guy's head or puts it in the ground. It's a valuable position. So, yeah, you bring a kid in, man. You bring a kid in. That's what we're doing. And you can see what they're doing. I mean, just look at the, when you look across the roster and who they've brought in, it's competition at every position. Popeye's going to hand out towels. What are you talking about? He wants to be in the shower. It's always fun when you control the troll. Now, like I said, they are building all of our weakest positions. They're lining it up for a straight up competition. I mean, just look across the board. These are the defensive positions, which is our weakest position. We are loaded at the cornerback position, which is a position that everybody's like, what are we going to do at corner? What are we going to do at corner? You know, no Sean Smith, got rid of Emerson. You know, so, you know, we were getting burnt like toast all over the field last season. Well, no shit. So what do? We still got Garyon Connolly, who I'm telling you, that kid is a top 10 talent. And you're going to see it. You're going to see it. Got Sinquez Golson. Bring him over from the Sucking Ears. He's not real old. He's a younger kid. Still a possibility of maybe getting in there. Nickel packages. You never know. Leon Hall. The long in the tooth guy. But this is what you do. You bring in rookies. You bring in younger guys that got a little problems. You bring in some middle of the road guys. You bring in some veteran guys. You bring in a little bit of everything. A little sprinkle of every flavor of corner. And you fucking try them out and run them. That's what you do. You know? That's how you get the man who has the best heart. That's how you get the guy that you want on your team. The guy that wants it the fucking most. The guy that wants it the most. Sometimes it's just that guy that wants it the most. How do you know it's not a freaking Sinquez Golson? Who, you know, he was cast aside by the Succaneers. He knows it's his last shot, or he's out of a fucking career. How do you know one of these guys ain't right now just hitting it hard, crazy in the gym, knows it's his last shot, and he's going to come out and absolutely ball the hell out in preseason and force your hand to put him on the team? You never know when that kid's going to show up, man. You can never, ever, ever really know what a man has in his heart until you've almost taken him to the brink of taking something from him that he loves. These guys have perfected their craft from the time they were little kids in pee-wee fucking football, playing flag football, playing Pop Warner football. And now you got a guy like that one of these guys, you push them to the edge of almost being out. And you never know. The Oakland Raiders have been built on cast-offs. That's our mantra. We'll take your castaways. We'll take your misfits. We'll take your renegades. And we'll make them ours. We'll dress them in black. That's what we've been built on. That's our fucking lineage. So why could we not think that one of these guys could step up? Now look at the rest of this list. You got Antonio Hamilton, Dexter McDonald, Rashawn Melvin, who, man, a lot of people are saying Melvin is going to be the man, that he can be the number one. That he is ready to be the alpha dog corner. You got Tevin Mitchell, rookie Nick Nelson, Shaq Richardson, Daryl Worley, who's your problem child. You know, he's been cast off by a couple teams, but the kid is super young. He's in his early 20s still. And he's a talented kid. Does he realize that this last time was probably his last fucking chance? If he doesn't straighten his shit out, he's probably gone. So you got him. And you got Sharice Wright. Guys, that's a fucking squad of cornerbacks. Are you telling me we can't pull 5 or 6 out of that to put together? It's all about scheme. It's all about heart. It's all about making people gel out there. We got a whole new coaching staff. Shit's completely different this season. It's going to take a lot of gelling for everything to work out. Now, I'm being optimistic, as you know, I typically am, because I'm an optimistic dude. I like to look on the bright side. Can't you tell? I'm such a happy, smiling individual majority of the time, but I'm always happy. I'm a happy motherfucker. But we've addressed it, man. We've addressed it. I mean, look at the linebackers. Linebackers are the same thing. It's a full-out competition. To say we haven't addressed linebacker, what are we going to do with linebacker, man? I don't know what we're going to do with linebacker. We haven't addressed linebacker all offseason. These fucking people you see in the groups, man, it's like, do you motherfuckers not got internet? What the hell? Do you not have Google? Like, goddamn. It ain't that hard to follow with the moves. It ain't like the old days. We had to wait for the fucking morning paper and read that shit in the sports section, and wait when they updated your off-season roster. Oh well, honey, it's not football season, it's baseball and hockey's going on. So, I mean, come on, You can get on a goddamn computer, your phone, you can count on everything. You got Jason Kabinda, Shalik Calhoun, James Cowser, Bruce Irvin, Derek Johnson, Emmanuel Lamore, Marquel Lee, Nicholas Morrow, Brady Sheldon, Azim Victor, Tahir Whitehead, Kyle Wilbur. Dude, we got a squad of linebackers. It's about somebody showing the hell up and being the man. At some point, you just got to step up and win your damn job. Hockey's not going well for me right now. My team's down 0-2. Not going well. Fucking Lightning. Goddamn Lightning at fucking home too. What the fuck? Damn it. Damn it. I mean, we're even doing that a little at wide receiver. We've really mixed it up. We've thrown in a lot of guys in the wide receiver pool. And all these positions, it's a full-on tryout. And isn't that what you want? That's how you always get the best out of any man, is when you challenge him. If you think somebody's going to come and take your fucking job, you will do everything in your power not to let that happen. Everything in your power. Competition is what galvanizes a team, pushes a team, pushes individuals on the team. That's what you want. An NFL player's position on a team should never, ever, ever be taken for granted. Because every single season, there's a squad of kids that are younger, stronger, and faster that are trying to take your damn job. That makes you hungry to work harder, to push harder, so that you can stay there. But we have a squad. We got Marcus Aitman, Saheed Blacknall, this guy we picked up in the draft through a trade, you might have heard of him, Martavius Bryant, Amari Cooper, Dwayne Harris, Keon Hatcher, Johnny Holton, Jordy Nelson, Seth Roberts, Ryan Switzer, Isaac Whitney, and of course, do not forget, Griff Whalen. Don't forget Griff. He's going to be our secret weapon. He's going to be the one that puts us over the top in 2018. You heard it here first. I don't know about that. Could be a line of bullshit with that. But we're setting it up for a full-on competition in this training camp, and it's an exciting thing, man. It's an exciting thing to see a team that was already stocked with talent. Already stocked with talent. But we just didn't have the right driver in the seat last season. So we went out and changed all that. We've tweaked all that. And now it's time to put the right driver in the seat. It's time to get it done. We're bringing these guys in and loading up the positions that are our weakness and setting it up for a full competition training camp. We know who our number ones are in our key positions, so it's not a mystery. Obviously, we know DC's under center. We've only got 2 other quarterbacks on roster. I'll take that one. I will take that one and run with it, Santini. I'll grab that one. The Mac contract, because I was going to get there anyway. Tight end is good to go, Donnie. I mean, we're loaded at tight end. We're loaded all across the offense. Now, the Mac contract, the 5th-year option has been taken out on Khalil Mack. He is getting paid for this season. So there is no concern or worry about Khalil Mack in 2018. But It's a big fucking butt. Players like to know that they're important. And they like to feel made that they'll be important. And made to feel like they're important. So you cannot even consider gambling with Khalil Mack. And possibly pissing him off in any fucking way. Carr did not sign until June. He did not sign until late June, JD. So we're right along the same timeline. He did not sign. So we're right along the same timeline. I honestly think they are approaching him very similar to the way they did Derek Carr last season. You dealt with all the rookies. They're signing them now. They're dealing with them all now. They're grabbing all the draft picks. They just signed the punter, signed in a long snapper, another safety. We're signing most of those guys. Now, we went out and got our linebacker. Bowman fucking went all in on himself and shot too high, and we stepped back from the table. We called his bluff. And unfortunately, it ain't working out for him because he still doesn't have a damn team. So we went and got Derek Johnson instead. So we're dealing with all of the other. We're dealing with all of the guys, filling all the spots, seeing what we got left, making sure we got enough to handle you, and then we'll deal with the last little guys after we come to the Mac Daddy. I believe he will be addressed early to mid-month next month. I don't see that going into anywhere near our season or our training camp. I think that will be taken care of. I don't think we want the distraction. I don't think we want the conversations. I don't think we take the goddamn risk of even possibly in the most minute way insulting or pissing off the man that is, to me, as much our future as Derek Carr. There's a possibility. I'll touch on that in a second. First, I would like to say thank you all, new or old, our band of pirates. Thank you always for joining us here on Raider Reaction. We appreciate any second you ever spend with us here on Raider Reaction. On any of our shows, 7 days a week, no matter what time it is. We always appreciate any time you spend with us. Anytime. It's if you weren't doing something else, you're hanging out with us. And we appreciate it every night. We all do. I agree, Santini. I agree, man. That is our number one defensive player. He's almost our number one player, period. I would put him at a close second behind Derek Carr, to me, personally. That guy has the capabilities to wreck a damn game. To wreck a game, man. And that guy is... I think we deal with him. I think we deal with him. I don't think he gets anywhere near... I don't think he does. I don't think he gets anywhere near going into training camp. I don't think so. Now, Bowman, I think Bowman shot high, man. I heard as much as $9 million is what that guy wanted a season. And I'm sorry, but that's too fucking steep. You came to the table too rigid. Obviously, he came to the negotiation table too rigid because you haven't seen anybody else sign him. O'Kill, you may be right. It may be a scheme thing. And that's what we've been saying here in studio for weeks, is that the fact that Gunther's scheme, the linebackers we have on roster will work in his scheme. You don't have to be a superstar linebacker to be able to perform in the scheme that we were going to put forth this year. And I think that's part of the reason Bowman got squished and pushed out. It's part of the reason. But, hell, never know. Never know. We will see. We will see. Oh, I agree 100%, Ariel. I think the running back position, John Gruden has been known for the power running game, and he's going to bring it, man. When he was with the Raiders, he had it. John Ritchie, Zach Crockett. We could move some people. He had it in Tampa as well. Mike Allstott, Michael Pittman. He had a power running game everywhere he went. Strong fullback, leading the way for a strong, powerful running back. Strong alignment up front, which we go in draft 2. Now I wonder speaking of linemen, let's stop there for a second, Raider Nation, because I've seen this roll by a couple times in the comments. Let's stop here. Speaking of linemen, obviously we went out, we pick up Colton Miller. Now Colton Miller is ranked in one of the top 100 projected rookies for the 2018 season. He's actually ranked number 55. We have another guy, actually, who's ranked also on the top 100 projected rookies of 2018. And gee, he's ranked number 23. Number 23. Projected to be the 23rd best rookie in the entire league. 23rd. Now, what's that tell you? It means he should have been a first-round talent, right? Because that means he's the 23rd best player drafted this year. Rookie. Projected to be. And how many fucking times did we get chastised for drafting Maurice Hurst? And he's projected as the 23rd best rookie this season. And we got chastised. Fucking irresponsible of us to draft that man. The hell out of here. Like, if we didn't draft him, one of the other 31 teams weren't going to scoop his ass up? I swear to God, there's some ignorant asses writing some of these fucking articles. Ignorant asses. But Colton Miller is number 55. Also on the top 100 list. We also picked up Brandon Parker from NC-A&T. You know, everybody's favorite school. Everybody's rocking the NC-A&T, right? Come on. What's the mascot? What's the mascot? NC-A&T. Come on. Everybody knows it, right? Fuck, I have no fucking idea. The NC-A&T, I don't know. Fucking wing nuts. Fuck, got me. But the thing is, Donald Penn starts all the bullshit, the contract, right before the fucking season last season, and I believe was just the beginning of our bad mojo. Mojo, just psh, that was just like he's just letting the air out of our balloon. Right out of the gate. Then he had the shit with the fan. Then he had the... He was just... Donald Penn was more in the news for drama and bullshit than he was for being a solid tackle last season. Khalil Mack's still out there. Khalil Mack needs money. Donald Penn frees up money. If Colton Miller comes in and is even slightly what they hope he is and can be at left tackle, there is a damn good possibility that we cut Donald Penn. It's a damn good possibility Donald Penn gets the axe. Now, we'll see. We'll see. But I'm telling you, part of Khalil Mack's money is tied up in somebody. Mac's money is tied up in somebody. There's a reason Mac ain't signed yet. Same reason Carr didn't get signed until towards the end of June. I believe it was around the 22nd, somewhere around there. There's a reason. Because you deal with everybody else. You make sure all your major positions are filled. You went and got Derek Johnson. Signed all of our corners that we needed. Done picked up our big wide receivers. Everybody else is handled. Of course, you got little holes you got to fill in here and there. But you can grab those anywhere. Those are on the cheap. So now you filled your team. You've left enough money. Now you deal with Mac. Now you come to the table. And you're like, Khalil, my man, listen. You're the franchise. You and Derek Carr, you and DC, you're our core. One of you's our offense, one of you's our defense. Look at what we've put around you for 2018. We've went out, we've got you help. Look at what we've done for you. We went and got you some rookie help. Got you Maurice Hurst, Arden Key, Azim Victor. We're putting people around you. We went and got Derek Johnson. We're making moves, man. But we want you to be in the middle. What's up, HS? Welcome. I'm not such a bad guy. Don't let everybody tell you all the bad things about me. There are good things too. But it's going to be a very, very interesting season this season. And I think when they're sitting at that table with Khalil Mack, this offseason negotiations, we got enough money. I think Donald Penn's gone. I think he's gone. Listen, man, Donald Penn was set out to the curb by the Tampa Bay Bucks. They wrapped his ass up in a fucking Glad bag, tied that son of a bitch, double knotted, and set it out on the curb. And said, Donald Penn, you're done. Oakland Raiders came along. Well, we ripped the top of that bag open and looked in there. Gave it a whiff, like, whew, all right. It's not quite spoiled yet. So, we'll throw this bag over we'll give you a shot, Donald Penn. You might got a year or so left in you. Now, how does he repay that? By the team that come and give you one last fucking chance. You come out and have one good year, and then you fucking strong arm us the next. I think he's a liability in more than one way, Dakota. I don't know if he's a good teammate 100%. And I don't think he's healthy. He's getting old. And it's time. We picked up his backup last year, which was supposed to be Sharp. We picked him up last year. So we got David Sharp last year. You got Colton Miller this year. And you got Brandon Parker. 3 tackles. Thank you, Santini. I appreciate it, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Always. I always appreciate any second you spend with me here at Raider Reaction. Every single one of you. And I know I don't stop all show and give you all shout outs. Like every time every single person pops in. Like, hey, Leslie. What's up, Miguel? Hey, Mandy. Hey, hoo, ha, he, ho. Because, I mean, really, do you want to sit here with an hour of that shit? Or do you want to actually hear the Raider news that came out today? Do you actually want to hear somebody answer your Raider questions who has knowledge about what's going on, who studies it, who keeps himself informed? Because I'm on here every fucking night. Ain't that what you want? I mean, you know already, because I've told you all many, many times that I appreciate you in every manner for even stopping in and hanging out with me. So I don't have to give you shout outs all show. I'll say thank you a couple times because I do truly, truly appreciate. But I like answering questions. I like talking to you guys, and that's why I'm here every single night. So thank you all, each and every one of you, for joining me. I always appreciate it. Always appreciate your company. This is my highlight of my night. I love sitting here with Raider Nation every night. I love it. I love talking Oakland Raiders football. I love talking Raider football. Hell, I love talking football. It's my love. And Galo, that's a good question, man. Will Seth Roberts be a Raider? Man, you heard that list of wide receivers I rattled off, my man. Marcel Atman, Saheed Blacknall, Martavius Bryant, Amari Cooper, Dwayne Harris, Keon Hatcher, Johnny Holton, Jordy Nelson, Ryan Switzer, Griff Whalen, Isaac Whitney. Do you think Seth Roberts remains? Man, I was a big Seth Roberts fan coming into last season, but Seth Roberts just did not step up and make that next that echelon. But you know what? Seth gets a raw deal because we had a shit game plan last season. So it's hard. It's hard for me to give, even though he had a bad year, it's hard to give anybody a fair grade on offense. It's hard to give anybody a fair grade on offense. But I don't think he makes it. I don't think he makes it. Carl Joseph. Boy, Santini, you're throwing up some good shit there, man. I'll field it. Carl Joseph. I 100% Carl Joseph's back. Carl Joseph's a beast, man. I think Carl Joseph's our future back there at safety. That kid's a real deal. He's a hitter, and he can cover. I like Carl Joseph, and I want to see Carl. I think he's one of our futures back there at safety. 100%. Now, Richard, on the other hand, Captain Jack and I have had this conversation numerous times. We think that Jalen Richard but we both agree that he is going to be the guy that does not make the list at running back. Now, when you're looking at the running back roster, let me pull that up for you here. We're fairly deep there as well. We got New Zealand in the house. What's up, Sammy? Now, you go popping in from New Zealand, you're going to get a fucking shout out. I'm sorry. Because that's just fucking cool. You got Beast Mode. He's our number one. You got fucking Doug Martin. I just don't understand that one. That's just the one that makes me go, what the fuck? We picked up Henry Pogge. We got Keith Smith, Chris Warren III, DeAndre Washington, and Jalen Richard. Now, as we've talked, and me and Captain Jack have talked extensively about this before, I think we've seen the ceiling for Jalen Richard and DeAndre Washington. I think we have seen the best that we're going to see out of those two. I mean, they all of a sudden ain't going to turn into fucking Barry Sanders. I mean, seriously. It's just not going to happen. We've seen as good as they're going to be. And I think D-Wash's ceiling's just a little higher. Just a little higher than Richard's. And Richard, at the end of the season, had butterfingers like a motherfucker. He was putting that ball on the ground. Get the hell out of here. Fucking lines. That actually made me laugh, you asshole. But I don't think Richard's gonna make it, man. I could be wrong, and then they could go with him, or they maybe they think D-Wash has a less of an upside. I just think Washington has proven he's just got a little more. I don't know. He's got a little more something. And I just think, from what I've seen, Washington has the better hands. Just overall, he has the better hands. Obi, Obi, we got to see something, man. It's Obi and Garyon Conley. Those are our two biggest question marks. I mean, we shot for the freaking moon last year at our biggest positional need. Biggest positional need. We shot for the stars. We went for corner and safety. But both of them got hurt. I'm not as sold 100% on Obi as I am on Conley. I really think Conley's a top 10 talent. I'm not, my jury's still out on Obi a little bit because Obi was not healthy. And they did kind of stick him. I mean, come on. He was in Ken Norton Jr.'s fucking defense. So, again, kind of like grading the offense with fucking numbnuts calling the plays. I mean, how do you really grade the defense when you're in a scheme that's Ken Norton fucking Jr.'s calling? Because that guy's a fucking half-wit when it comes to calling the defense. Listen, man. Just because you played... Just because you played does not necessarily make you a good coach. Players that transition into coaches doesn't always work. Doesn't always work. And we're going to find out if that one does too. We're going to find out. That one didn't work out. That one didn't work out. So we went with actual coaches this time, for the most part. But we do have some old players, obviously, sprinkled about positional players and what have you. But our coordinators, pretty much coordinators. And that's a good thing. These are guys who have perfected their craft. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. Like I said, my jury's still out on Obi, but if you can have, I think Carl Joseph's the real deal, man. I'm a big fan of Carl Joseph. He's a fucking hitter, and if you can stick Obi with him, the thing about Obi is, man, he's very athletic, and the kid's got a wingspan, and he can cover some ground, and he can knock some stuff down, and he's big enough that he can deal with tight ends out of the backfield, and Obi can be like a hybrid corner. I said that last year, and I still believe that this year. I think he's somebody you can use in a lot of different schemes. If he gets healthy and can stay healthy. I mean, that's the key in the NFL. You can put all the pieces in place, but if guys keep getting hurt and they can't stay on the field, then, you're not going to make it. But I'm curious to see what he brings to the table this year. Because I did see some flashes out of Obi last year, but I wasn't overly blown away. I wasn't blown away by him. Just wasn't. Lawani is also, he's another one, David. He's another one where I've seen little flashes out of Shalom Lawani. Where you're like, huh? And then you see him, So he's another one. They're talented kids. Young men. They're fucking kids. I shouldn't call them fucking kids just because I'm an old fucker. They're talented, man. They're super talented, but it's all about, man, there's just so much. There's so much when to be healthy, to mesh well, for just to all work out. We'll see. We will see. Because it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Some of these D-backs, it's going to be interesting. It's definitely. Oh, motherfucker. That's right. The one, the only. Commish 81. Now I'd like to end every one of my solo shows I feel old, JD, some days. This weekend made me feel old, I tell you what. Jesus Christ. This is fucking bullshit. Now, it's a little segment I like to call my WTF. Things happened this weekend. Things that shouldn't have happened this weekend. I've said my piece. I will say no more. I knew there would be responses. I knew there would be retorts. A fuck was not given from this guy, though. Not one. Not even a little bit of a fuck. None was given today at all. Or last night. Or anything was said. Because, you know, I came out. I gave you 104 minutes of some motherfucking change of the truth. And it shall set you free. I pulled back the curtain. I showed you nothing but a bitch-ass skinny rat standing behind it. I just look at him. Said, you sorry motherfucker. What the fuck? Join me tomorrow. It's the Raider Nation Report. I'll be here. I hope you will be too. Wednesday, 2-hour edition of the Raider Nation Invasion. Captain Jack, Angry at Trask, Big L, and myself as we get in to what's left of our GOAT bracket. The greatest Raider of all time tournament. That's Wednesday. Then on Thursday, the Raider Nation Ricochet with myself and Captain Jack in studio as we bounce through all of the Raider news. And then Friday, Raider Nation, I must make it up to you. I owe you an amazing Black Friday this Friday. I owe you. This last Black Friday was an absolute fucking train wreck. It was an abortion. Terrible. And I'll make it up to you this Friday. I want to bring a fucking kick-ass game this Black Friday. So make sure that you come back and give us another chance on Friday. Now I know, due to what happened this weekend, my page numbers have dropped. People have left the page, they've unliked it, and it's unfortunate. But the funny thing is, even though all the motherfuckers left, my numbers are still way the fuck bigger than most. So, I guess we just had to put out a little rat poison to run all the rats up out the page. 500 and some of them motherfuckers. Call me the Pied Piper, bitch. Bye-bye. I'm out. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, love. Raider Nation.